Hi friends, here is what we're going to do to make these cute little snake alebrijes. I've got a couple. You need to have your clay that you're going to share with somebody. I'll bring you some paint in a little bit, Q-tip, and you need to put your name first off on your work surface. Obviously not on your desk, but on your little wax paper. So do that. Next up, we're going to open up your Model Magic. You are sharing with a neighbor, so we're not going to get too weird about this, right? We're just going to kind of go in the middle, pinch it like that, tear it in half. It's about the same. It's good enough. It won't matter. These two guys are made from the process I just did. So if they're not perfect, that's okay. We are not going to take a little bit and set it aside to play with later. We need it all, okay? So you and your neighbor, split, share. Now that everyone has their own clay, we're going to try to soften it up a little bit. Work it in your hands like that. And then we're going to make our snake. We do that by placing it in between our hands and making our hands go back and forth. See how the top is coming out? It's kind of bigger than the rest. That's okay because that's going to end up being the snake's head. All right. And I'm just working my way down the clay. It's a little lumpy, so I'm just going to kind of go in, take out some of the lumps. They're still going to be there. That's okay. All right. So I have my little fat end. And then on the other end, I'm going to try to make it a little bit pointy using the tips of my fingers. So when my snake is ready to go, if I place it next to my Q-tip, it's about 1, 2.5 Q-tips long. All right, I'm going to show you one more time. Working the clay. And then rolling it together. Okay. And then let's see. 1, 2.5, about 2.5 Q-tips long. Or if you're looking at your Sharpie, it's about that much longer than a Sharpie. Okay? Now we've got our kind of fatter end and our pointy end. If your fat end's not that fat, it's okay. It's okay. It's going to be just fine. We're going to make a swirl. So we're going to take our pointy end and wrap it in and then just keep going. Swirly whirly. And then that's it. I'm going to press my head of my snake up against the body. I don't want to keep working on it, because then it's going to get too messed up. So we want to just, see, mine's a little bit lumpy right here, but that's okay. I'm going to let it be. I'll show you again. Here's my snaky, and there's my pointy end, rolling it in, and then just curling it, curling it. See how that gap is right there? I don't want to have that gap. I want to make sure it's all touching. And there we go. Now I want to take my pencil and I'm going to go to the top of the head right here, and I'm going to put a couple of holes for the eyes. Okay, I'll show you again. Do little snakes. Now, you have one and your partner that you shared with has one. I can paint this already, even though it's still, the modeling clay is still wet. That's okay. I'm going to do that by taking my Q-tip and dipping it in my paint. So if you don't have your paint yet, that's okay. It's coming. I don't want to get too much paint on my Q-tip. I don't want to cover this whole thing in paint. I just want to get the very, very end of my Q-tip with paint. So I'm not going to go, no, I'm going to just lightly tap it in there. And see how when I get some paint on there, I have to dab it a little bit so it's not so thick. Okay. And from there, I am going to start painting. I did a couple different options and I found that this one was just random dots. And I thought that's pretty cute, but I find that this one looks more authentic to our alebrije. So I'm going to start inside the side of his head that's closest to his body. And I'm going to go along that line. Look how many dots I got out of one Q-tip dip. I didn't go dip, dip, dip. I just dipped it once, dipped, dabbed, and then I got many dots. If your dots have a little paint sticking up on it, that's okay. It's just, it happens that way sometimes. We just let it be. Don't go back and try to fix it because then you'll end up with a snake that's striped, which is fine too. But we're trying to do dots. All the way on the inside, swirling around. Then I wanted to take and make some dots on the outside. So again, dipping, blotting, and off we go. Since I did the inside first, I can pick him up. If I did the outside first, I'd get paint all over my fingers. So I'm going to start kind of right in the middle of his head and just start dotting around. See, I'm dipping, dabbing. I can get about 6 dots out of one time of going into my paint. All right, and I'm going to stop because if I keep going, I'm going to end up with a polka dotted snake, which is fine. Now I wanted to kind of see what would happen if I got a lot of paint and did big dots. So I'm going to go right down the center because this is what I'm feeling like is going to happen. See how I'm pressing in? It's making indents, and I really don't want to do that. I want to be a little more delicate. These are bigger dots because I'm not being as gentle, but I think it's still going to be okay. And look at that. I thought I was messing up, and it's still super cute. So really, just you got to know when to stop. I'm going to stop right there because if I keep going, it's just going to get messed up. If it gets messed up, let's see what happens. Oh no. Oh gosh. Oh, I got paint everywhere. Oh gosh. What am I going to do? I just went crazy. Oh no. Well, it's smudgy. It's a little wacky. but it's okay. It's still going to be my snake. All right, have fun doing this, and please raise your hand if you need some help. Line them up for you.